Hello guys, my name is Balakrishna Srivastav and welcome to Code with BK. So in this video, we are solving competency focused practice questions for ICSE Class 10 Computer Applications paper, and we are already done through 1 to 50 questions. In this video, we solve question 51 onwards. So before we begin, it is a request to please subscribe to my channel, and the video for questions 1 to 50 you can find on my channel. The link for that video you can find in the description of this video. We try to solve as many as possible, so I think we'll be able to solve 51 to 70, and then 71 onwards you'll have to do it in a separate video. Okay, again you can find the links of videos solving the other questions in the description of this video. Okay, so if manager wants to check the number of employees with the names ending with this, fill in the blank in the given program, checking appropriate Java statements. Okay, so the name has to end with this. Okay, so you can, so this is basically as less than n. So this is s dot length, s dot length. Okay, and length without parenthesis. Okay, because this is array, right? And in this case you have to check if it ends with Kumar. Okay, you can directly use ends with method. Okay, that is, if I copy this, if s of I dot ends with, okay, and you have to use Kumar. Okay, you do C++. Okay, and finally after the for loop, okay, you print C, right? Okay, they are not using this, I'm okay with this. Okay, you print this out C. Okay, so if I have string names is, and I'll say, I have to say o dot count because it's a non-static function, o dot count names. Okay, should give me P Kumar and B Kumar. Oh, 2. Okay, P Kumar and B Kumar, 2 names. Okay, the other way you can do it with index of as well. So si dot index of, okay, at index of is not equal to -1, and si dot index of, okay, plus 5, okay, at which index this is found, and you do 1 2 3 4 5, okay, you should get s of I dot length. Okay, this is the other condition you can use, that you find, first of all you find 1, okay, and the index that you find it plus 5, because the length of this is 5, is equal to the s dot length, that is you are reaching the end of the string. This should also give you 2. Okay, we add one more name, just say Kumar. Oh, not Kumar, not Umar, Kumar. Okay, you should get 3. Okay, and with this condition also you should get 3. Okay, so you can use either. Okay, this is if you just know index of and length. Okay, the output of the program is extracted part of string compassion is as follows. Okay, Java statement to get pass. Okay, so pass is this part, substring. So start from index 0 1 2 3 0 1 2 3 and till 4 5 6 and 7, so 3 till 7. Okay, so this should give you pass. Okay, the second index is not included in substring, so this is the output for the Java statement for first. For passion, you start from 3, go till the end. So you start from 3, you don't put the second index, so it will go till the end. Okay, so this is the second output will be passion. Okay, so this is your answer for part A, this statement. Okay, and this is your answer for part B. Okay, I guess you have to write this entire thing, okay, because you have to print the output. Okay, this is done. Moving on, given the output of the following program segment, k is a, k is less than or equal to b. So a is 6, okay, and b is, I'll make it a capital B because it will not let me make b. This is 4. Okay, k starts with a, which is 6, and k goes till less than equal to, so this k has to be less than equal to 24, starts with 6, k plus equal to a. Okay, so k starts with 6, okay, less than equal to 24 plus equal to a, so 6 12 18 and 24 are the values of k. Okay, so if k percent b equal to 0, okay, you break. Okay, so for k equal to 6, this is false, this condition is false, do not break. Move on to the next value of k, which is 12. Okay, then k percent b, 12%, 4 is true, 0, you break. Okay, so k is 12, output is k, and you break at k equal to 12. Okay, next is command wants to display the alphabet stored in the character. While compiling code, error was displayed. Check for the statement with the error and write the correct statement. So this is the char array, this is okay. Int I is okay, I is equal to 0, I is less than ar dot length is okay. Arr is an array, so no parenthesis, I plus plus. If character dot is letter function is okay. Okay, this has to be arr of I. Okay, and similarly this also has to be arr of I. We change this arr and this arr to arr of I and should be fine. Okay, moving on, neighbor type of casting. So this is implicit. Okay, and this is explicit because you are explicitly telling the compiler to get the corresponding character for ASCII value 68. So this is explicit typecasting. Okay, that is just of the following: to assign cube root of -342 to a wave with appropriate data type, -343 cube root. So this is going to be, okay, double C is going to be math dot cube root CBRT -343. Okay, you print C, okay, -7.0, which is fine. Okay, so this has to be entire statement. Okay, for part A. Okay, Java statement, whenever they say statement, you have to write the entire line including the semicolon. That's the statement. Okay, when they say expression, you can just write this CBRT part. Okay, leaving out the semicolon and leaving out the left hand side. Okay, position of the last occurrence of A in the string S with the appropriate data type. Okay, so this would be, if there is a string S is say 1 2 3 at 4 4 5 6 at 7 8 9 10 7 8 9 0. Okay, this is the string. You have to find the last occurrence, so we use last index of, and the return value is an integer, so int I is going to be S dot last index of, and you pass at. Okay, so this is going to be your answer. Okay, so if I print I, okay, whatever be the index, in this case it is 7. Okay, so basically this is your answer using the appropriate data type. So this entire statement is required. So the places where you usually make mistakes in questions like this is you take the wrong variable name and something like this. Okay, or the wrong character. So just be a little careful. Okay, mention the output. So this is post decrement. You use the value of lives first and then decrement it. So using the value, you print 5 and then lives becomes 4. Okay, this is now 4, which you print in the next line, so you get 4. So 5 and 4 is the answer. Okay, 2 separate lines. Moving on, so convert the following to an exit control loop. The first thing is, this is a part of the for loop. Okay, this is not a part of the for loop. So the for loop has only one body, k into 2. K starts with 10. Okay, and k is greater than or equal to -1. K -1 is, so if this is your output, okay, you print k into 2, which is k is 10, you print 20. Okay, then k -1 k becomes 9. Okay, k greater than -1. 2, you print 2 18. Okay, k becomes 8, you to print 16. K becomes 7, you print 14. K becomes 0, you print 0. K becomes -1, you print -2. Then when k becomes -2, you stop. So you finally print -2 into 4, you print -8. So this is the output that it has to be. So in case of an exit control loop, you have a do while. Let me just write this in the code. Okay, so this is going to be do while k greater than or equal to -1. Okay, and you start with in k equal to 10. You have to print from 20 till -2, and you have to finally print k into 8 into 4 is out, k into 4. Okay, this is the last statement. Exit is when k equal to -2. So for k equal to -2, this is going to break and this is going to print -8. So this is fine. So we have to print sys out k into 2 and k minus. Okay, so 20 is printed, then 18 goes till 1. When k becomes 1, 2 is printed, it becomes 0. 0 is printed, it becomes -1. -2 is printed, it becomes -2 and it breaks. Okay, so this is going to be your answer. Okay, Make sure that you add this statement as well, okay, because this is printed separate. So this is the answer. Okay, moving on. Okay, given the give the output of the following program segment integer. Okay, t is equal I 0, t is 5, I less than 3, I plus plus t minus minus, so I and t. Okay, so I takes 0, 1, 2, t starts with 5, will go as long as this condition is 2, so 5, then 4, and then 3, and you're printing. Okay, so this is basically, you say this is an error. Okay, now again this is not very correct because there has to be a closing parenthesis. So first thing you say is that there has to be a closing parenthesis here, otherwise it is an error, syntax error. Then you say provided the closing parenthesis is given, this will be the output. Okay, so this is an error, but it says println xi plus xt. So xi plus xt, x0 plus x5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first output is 5. This is your output. First line is 5. Then xi plus xt, 1 and 4, 45 plus 0, 1, 2, 3, 45 plus 12, 57. Okay. Then 2 and 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 67, 7, 674. So 5, 57 and 74 provided there is a closing parenthesis. Okay. Again, when you feel there is something wrong with the question, you have to answer it to the best of your abilities, and they're asking for an output. So if you're able to identify there's an error, you fix that error. This is very minor. You fix it and then you tell the output. Don't just leave it at the fact that there is an error. You might get grace marks because there is an error here, right? But you write the output because that is what it is asked. Okay. Initialize the array with 3 favorite subjects. Okay. So my A statement is going to be, so my favorite subjects are string. Okay, you have to take any variable name with so I'll say Java, Python, okay, and C++. You can put in any 3 subjects. For me these are 3 programming languages. Declare an array to store the marks of in 3 subjects of 40 students. Okay, so I'm assuming marks is going to be an integer. You can take a float or a double as well. Is equal to new, okay, new int for 3 subjects for 40 students. So for 3 subjects and 40 students. Okay, or you can do 40 into 3 as well, that is okay as well. Okay, either ways. So which one I am going to choose? So since my subjects are at indices 0, 1, 2, I want my second index to store the subject. So the first index I tells the student number, index j is the marks in subject j for student I. Okay, so I'm going to, this is my, these 2 are my statements for my part B. Okay, so you can keep 340 as well. So if you do 3 and 40, okay, so you can say index I tells the subject index, okay, and index j is the student index, student marks for student, index is students, marks is the marks for student j for subject I. Okay, so indices are replaced. Okay, in this case first index is the student, second is the index is the subject. In this case first index is the subject, second index is the student. Okay, I would go with this one, the first one. Okay, moving on. A student executes the program segment results in 1.0 irrespective of the value of n. So this is basically logical error. Okay, so because I'm trying to do something, I'm getting something else. Okay, and it is still running. Okay, but it is not giving the right answer, which is logical error. It is logical error because this 2 by 3 is basically integer division. 2 by 3, if these both are integers, 2 by 3. So integer division returns only the quotient, leaves out the remainder. So this will evaluate to 0. So n to the power 0 will always be 1. So you always get power as 1.0. So instead of this, you say this 2.2 by 3 has to evaluate to a double type. So you say 2.0 by 3. One of them has to be double or both can be double. Or you can also say 2.0 by 3.0. Okay, or you can also say 2 by 3.0. All these will give you a non-zero value, a proper the actual floating point value. Okay, then we have and the following program segment and answer the questions below. So this is the part of the for loop again. No, okay, because now this is a part of the for loop, so k will be identified here. But when you come out of the for loop, this is not a part of the for loop, so k won't be identified here because the scope of k is within the for loop because it is initialized in the initialization part of the for loop. Okay, so you can put this int k outside. Int k outside, you can say k equal to 1 here and then k equal to less than 5 and plus plus. Okay, so something like this that you do k, declare it outside, and now this is okay. All right. Okay, so type of error is syntax error. Okay, how do you correct the program which has an error? You put int k outside. Moving on, consider the array in the above given array using lineage and how many iterations are required to check for the existence of the value 56. In linear search, you start from the first index and you compare every value with the value that you want to search for, that is 56. So you compare 56 with 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 iterations are required to check for the existence of value 56. 5 iterations. Okay, please let me make 5. Thank you. If the array is arranged in descending order, okay, how many iterations are required to check for the existence of using linear search? In descending order, so first comes 70, okay, then comes 56, right? 17, then 56, then rest of the values for which we are not concerned because we are doing linear search starting from the left going to the right, so this will take 2 iterations. Okay, so 5 and 2. Then we have write the expression. So this is okay, so the precedence of asterisk, which is multiplication, slash, which is division, and modulo, which is percent, is the same. That is, they have the same precedence, they have equal weightage when we try to evaluate them. Associate is from left to right. That is, if they are together, so the leftmost part is evaluated first. So this is evaluated first. Okay, then this, then this, then this, then this, because they all are of the same associate precedence. Okay, so we have 3 into 6, 18. Then we do %5. %5 gives the remainder 3. Okay, into 4 is equal to 12. Okay, by 2 is 6, and it is all integers. Okay, so integer division gives you 6 into 7 is 42. %5 is 2, so this comes out to be 2. Okay, consider the following programming the norm of a matrix. The norm is the square root of sum of squares of all elements. Nice. Norm is the square root of sum of squares of all elements. Okay, so sum of squares. Okay, this is okay. Okay, all right, so this is the array, this is sum. Okay, and you have to return the norm. So you have to return value is going to be returned, this last statement is going to be returned math dot sqrt, and you pass in the sum because it is sum of squares that we are calculating. Okay, and for r equal to 0 less than 3, c equal to 0, c is less than 3, row and column x, there should be a space in between, so this is an error. You can also point out that this is an error because there has to be a space. So a is going to be square of x of r comma c. So a is going to be x of r c into x of r c. Okay, or you can do method for xrc comma 2. Okay, this is your a and this is your b. This is the return method sqrt sum with a this proper statement. Okay, semicolon is given, so you can leave out the semicolon part. Okay, you can do x of r c into x. Okay, moving on, give the following output of the following program. Okay, r takes the values 1, 2, 3, c takes values 1 to r. So for r equal to 1, c takes 1. Okay, less than r. So for r equal to 1, c takes no values, right? R takes 1 to 3, c takes 1, less than r does not take. So for 2, c takes 1 only. For 3, c takes 1 and 2. And you have to print out r. So for r equal to 1, nothing is printed. Okay, c equal to 1, c is less than, will print nothing. For r equal to 2, the loop runs once, so the first output is going to be r2. Then for r equal to 3, this loop runs twice and you're printing 3r again, so 3. and 3. So output is 2, 3, 3. Moving on. With order the following program segment encode is dice ch is equal to 0. I is not initialized anywhere. Okay, I should be initialized. We don't have int I anyways. S dot caret I, which is a character 0 is less than 4 characters. If a dot index of c is greater than equal to 0, system dot println at s. Okay, so basically counting how many vowels, and I have explained this in great detail in a separate video where I tell you how to check for a vowel. This is basically putting all vowels in a string and checking if the index of this character is existing within this string. If it returns greater than equal to 0, it means there is the vowel inside. So how many vowels we have? I and E. So twice at is printed. So we print for D, else we have to also print C. So we print D, okay, because it's not a vowel. Then we print at because it is a vowel. Then we print C, the else part, okay, and then we print at again because E is a vowel. So this is your output, okay, in separate lines because the output is println. Uppercase D at, uppercase C at, and all in separate lines. Then we move on. Was that main condition to perform binary search? Array should be sorted to perform binary search both in either in ascending or descending order. A sort method which consecutive elements are not compared. In insertion sort it is compared, in bubble it is compared, in selection sort it is not compared. Selection sort. Okay. Then other scanner browser to accept a character. There was this question. There was some question that was accepting a character. OB something. Let me see if I can find that. Yeah, this is the scanner method to accept a character. This one. Okay. Dot next dot caret 0. So if we have the name of the scanner object, okay, the name of the scanner object is given. Okay, so if I name the scanner object sc dot next, okay, open close parenthesis, dot caret 0. Okay, young statements which stops execution over is break. Last question for this video: how many times you will execute? Give the output of the following. Okay, so we have k starting with 10 and k is not declared inside this for loop, so you have to assume that k is declared, and you can also write it in comments that double slash that assuming that k is declared before the for loop starts. Okay, so k string k is equal to k, you print k. If k % 3 equal to 0, continue. So continue basically skips all the code following this statement before the next iteration, and there is nothing after continue. So this basically becomes useless. Okay, even if the statement is not there, it's going to work the same. So you just have to track the values of k and print it. So if this is my output, k starts with 10, you print the value of 10. Okay, and k plus equal to 4, k becomes 14. Okay, you print the value of k because 14 is less than equal to 20, goes inside the for loop. Again plus equal to 4, 18, k becomes 18. 18 less than equal to 20 is true, you again print 18. This is 14, so this is 4, sorry, prints 14, okay. And then it becomes 22. 22 is less than equal to 20 is false, so the output is 10, 14 and 18. Okay, if you want to check this, so this is the loop. I'm gonna run this, so get 10, 14 and 18. Okay, and this is these are the questions, and the remaining ones are programming ones, which I'll solve in a separate video. So if you have any doubts, there's a part you don't understand, please let me know in the comments, and please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching.